Hey, hi all. In this video, we will discuss about relationships in Salesforce. So relationship in Salesforce is a two-way association between two objects. Using relationships, we can link objects with each other, and we can make connections and display data about other related objects. So if there are two objects A and B, and if we want to say all the data related to A object, or means like A is related to B object, then we can see that data on A record using going to the related list. So where we get all the details about the records which are associated with A record from B object. So there are majorly two types, or there are mainly two types of relationships which we have in Salesforce. So that is, one is lookup relationship. The second one is master detail relationship. So let's start. So first of all, so we have two types of relationships. So we have first we have lookup relationship. So lookup relationship is one to one. So the example of this is, for an example, we have country and then we have the capital city. So for an example, we have country and the capital city. So one country will have one capital. So it is one-to-one relationship, and we will, for an example, we have two objects. One is country and one is capital. So on capital object, we can create one lookup field which will look up to the country, and we will go to that particular capital, and then we will select the associated country. Means like, for an example, if we have a record that is Delhi in capital, then we will just go to that record, and then we will just associate this particular capital with India country by just picking up India from that country lookup field on the layout. So that's how this one-to-one relationship works. In this, the access levels are independent. Means for country we have independent access, record access. For capitals also we will have independent access. Means it's not like it is inherited from any other object. Okay, and we cannot roll up, or we cannot do any aggregate operations on this type of relationship, or in lookup relationship we cannot perform this operation. So this was about lookup relationship. Then the second type of relationship which we have, that is master detail relationship, that is one to many. So in this case, for an example, we have school object, then we have student object. So one school can have multiple students. So now in this case, we will create a master detail relationship on student object. So on student object, we will create one field that might be school name, for an example, and this particular field we will create on student object. It will be of data type master detail relationship. So whenever a particular student record is created, in that record a field will appear that is sc name, and there we can pick that particular school name. Okay, so all the student records should be associated with one of the school record. So this is the primary condition for the master details, that every detail record, in this case the student, every detail record should be associated to the master record. So every student record should have a school name. This particular field should not be blank. If this is blank, or if this is null, then there will be an error if you try to save that particular record. Okay, then other thing is, you can create you can create roll up summary field for school. For an example, we have 5 schools, or we have 2 schools. So there is one school that is A, then we have another school that is B. So there are five students in A school, and there are two students in B school. So we want to count how many students do we have in A school. So we can just create a roll up summary field where we will roll up using an aggregate function, that is count, and then we will count the number of students A has. So the field will have five. The field will populate with number 5, and in this the field will populate with 2. So the aggregate operations you can perform that are count, sum, max, mean. These are the some of the aggregate operations, or the aggregate operations you can have on a roll up summary field in master detail relationship. And in master detail relationship, for an example, in this case the school is the master and student is the detail. So this particular object, that is school object, if you have access on this school object, then you will have access to student object. The access level of student object will be inherited from school object. Okay, but in lookup field it was independent, but in master detail the detail is dependent on the access level which master has. Okay, so this is about master detail relationship. The third type of relationship which we have is many to many. This we barely use, but yeah, it exists. And so to create a many to many relationship, what we have to do is, for an example, we have A object and then we have B object. So many A objects, many A record means A record can have many B records, and B records can have many A records. So to create a relationship between this A and B, that is to create many to many relationship, what we have to do, we have to create a junction object. The name of the junction object might be AB, for an example. This is the junction object. So this particular junction object, what it will hold, we will have ID field that will be a unique identifier. We will have ID field that will be a unique identifier for B records. This particular AB will have both the IDs, AID and BID. It will have master detail relationship. It will have master detail relationship. So A will be master, AB will be detail, B will be master, and again AB will be detail. So there will be uh, two master details which will be created on the junction object. One will be with A and the second one will be with B. So then AB will be treated as a junction object which will hold both the record IDs or the unique fields which we want to display according to our choice or according to the business requirement. So this is the different types of relationship we have in Salesforce. According to your business use case, you can use them. Master detail is very tightly coupled, because every detail record should have a master record in it, otherwise it will not save. The lookup relationship is not is a loosely coupled thing, because you can have means like in a particular record you can have that field populated, or if it is empty or null, then also it's fine. There is no issue in that. In in many to many relationship, the fields will be auto populated in the junction object accordingly. If you create an A object and the B object, then both the IDs will be created in that particular AB, means the in the junction object respectively. So that's all for the relationships in Salesforce. So in upcoming video we will discuss about how we can convert a particular lookup relationship into master detail, and how we can convert a master detail into lookup, and then what are the things which we have to consider before creating a master detail relationship. And yeah, so that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.